Good morning. Today let us discuss on a topic measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency are usually called as averages. This gives an idea about the concentration of the values in the central part of the distribution. So the following are the five measures of central tendency that are commonly in use. First one is arithmetic mean, next median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean, and weighted mean. Now in today's class, let's discuss on the measure of central tendency, which is median. Now what do you mean by median? As you all know, it's a kind of central tendency. It is determined by sorting out the data set from lowest to the highest value and taking the data point in the middle of the sequences. Middle value in ordered sequence. If the sequence is odd, that's n value is odd, middle value of the sequence will be the median. If the data is even, then we need to take average of two middle value of the ordered data. And median is not affected by extreme values. Now let's look into the merits of median. Median is rigidly defined, it's clearly defined, it's easy to understand, it's easy to calculate. Also, they are not affected by extreme values. The two extremes, the least and the highest values. It can be calculated easily for open-ended classes. Median is the only average to be used for qualitative data, and it can also be determined graphically. Now, there are few demerits associated with median. The very first demerit is in case of even number of observations where the data n is even, there you can't determine the exact value because we are taking the average of two values, so you can't determine the exact value. It is based on all the observations. It is not capable of further statistical analysis. So you can't take it for mathematical treatment for the further. So you can see a data here where you'll be calculating the median. Now this is the kind of data which is ungrouped data. So the data is 30, 19, 17, it goes like that. If the data is given to you like this, first you need to do is arrange the data in the ascending order or descending order. Now here you have a data which is arranged already. You have uh, 2, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20 and 30 which can be arranged in increasing order, or you can go for arrangement in decreasing order. The next thing what you have to do here is just check the values. So you can check the central value. Now this data given to you is even. It is 8 number. You have the number of items here, that is 8. Now how do you calculate median for this? You'll have to take the two central values. So if you're knocking out 30, you'll be knocking out 2. And 19, 5 goes, 17 and 10 goes. Now what is left out here is 16 plus and 15. So how do you calculate for this? You'll have to sum up this value. So your median will be 16 plus 15 by 2, which is 15.5. So next, let's check for this. How do you go for calculation of median for group data? So for group data, median is calculated by using this formula, which is L plus n by 2 minus C into H by F. What is L? L will be the lower limit of the class interval where the median occurs. N by 2 is the value which you get after checking out the number of observations. F will be the frequency of the median class. H will be the width of the median class. C will be the cumulative frequency of the preceding median class. Now for this, let us look into the example. How do you go for calculation of median using this? Now you can see a problem which is find the or calculate the median for this data. Now this is group data. You have the marks given in the form of class interval and number of students, which is a frequency. Now you'll have to form cumulative frequency. How do you calculate cumulative frequency? Cumulative frequency, there are two kinds again. You have less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency. Now if you look into the chart, you are just taking this as it is. You'll have to first find out what is n. N is the total number of frequencies you have. You'll have to sum up all this. So you get an value that's n equal 180. You'll have to form a cumulative frequencies. That's one more column. So how do you go for it? Now this is less than cumulative frequency which is formed. You just look into the class interval 0 to 10. Less than 10, how many students are there? You have 10 students. So the first frequency will be 10. For less than cumulative frequencies, you'll have to consider the upper limit of the class intervals. Now you look into the second class interval here. You have 10 to 20. 10 to 20 has a frequency 20. Now less than 20, you'll also have 10. So you need to sum up 10 plus 20, which is 30. So it goes like that. Less than 30, you'll have to take 10, 20, 30 together. Then less than 40, sum up 10, 20, 30, 50, you get 110. Less than 50, you need to add everything where you get 150. Then less than 60, everything need to be added. That's frequencies together, you get 180. Remember, for after forming cumulative frequency, the first frequency, whether it is the normal or the cumulative, will be same, and the last frequency, cumulative frequency number, will be same as your n value. Now you understood how to form cumulative frequencies. Next thing is you'll have to find out the median class. How do you find out the median class? This is a second step. First step is formation of cumulative frequency. Second step is divide that value, what you have got. What is n? N is 180. Divide that by 2, you get a value, that is 190. The value you have got is 90. So next thing is you have to locate the median class. Now look into the cumulative frequency column. You can see here in the cumulative frequency column, number which is nearest to 90 is 110. So that is the cumulative frequency which includes 90th is 110 class. What is that class frequency there? It is 30 to 40. So this will be your median class. Next, what you need to do is check out for the numbers which you need to substitute in the formula. Now, what is there in that? Now you have located median class. You know what is frequency. You know what is cumulative frequency. The first thing you need to know is the L. L is the lower limit of the class which you have identified. F is the frequency of the class. Then what is PCF? PCF is cumulative frequency preceding to the class frequency. That's your cumulative frequency of that class. Preceding one is PCF. You have identified the median class. Just check out what is L, what is F, what is PCF. The next thing what you'll be doing is substitute in the formula. Apply everything to the formula. So you know what is L, which is 30. N by 2 is 90. Minus your PCF is cumulative frequency preceding the median class, just above the median class, that is 60. And divide that by 50, that's the frequency of the median, into 10 is the width of the class interval. Now, when you compute this, you land up in an answer, what do you call it as median. So you can see one more example where you'll have to go for calculation of median. So this is a question, marks in ascending order, that's x, number of students. What do you need to do? First, form a cumulative frequency. That's the first step. First step, so for this particular uh, marks, what do you have? X, the variable, you have 10 as your frequency. So the first cumulative frequency will be 10. For the next value x, you'll have to sum up the values. That is 10 plus 20. You get 30. The next value is 10 plus 20 plus 30, you get 60 in the cumulative frequency column. Then for the next fourth value, 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 50, you get 110. The fifth value, add all the frequencies 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 40. You get 150. For the last one, you need to sum up all the frequencies, you get 180. So now you have landed up in cumulative frequency column. Calculate n. What is n? N equals 180. Here you should remember it is not in the form of class interval. How do you calculate the frequencies here? You just have to find out n plus 1 by 2. What is n? 180 plus 1 by 2 will be your 90.5th item in the arranged data. Now you understood why you need to arrange the data here. The data is arranged in ascending order. Now what value you have got here is 90.5. So 90.5 in the cumulative column is nearest to 110, or it can be included in 110. So from 110 you will have to correspond to the x value. From 110, if you just look into the x value in the same row, it is 35. So the median here will be 35. Hope you understood median for group data, for ungrouped data. Thank you.